LeBron has built his own super team not once but twice. So it would be completely hypocritical for LeBron to say, yeah, I think it's unfair. It's tilting the competition, because that's exactly what he did when he went to Miami. That's exactly what he has done when he engineered the roster that he would return home for in Cleveland. So I think he's exasperated with the challenge ahead of him with the Warriors. I think he's resigned to saying there's just no way we're going to beat this team 4 straight times. You've heard him talk about at length a number of times after this series, after these games. They're just better than they were last year. This is the most firepower I've ever seen. They could be a budding dynasty. So he's realistic about what's at stake. He's realistic about the Warriors. I'm just glad he didn't have sour grapes, at least publicly, and say this is ridiculous or it's unfair or it's bad for the league, because it would be completely ignoring his own 2 times that he's done exactly this. Now, on to the second point, which is even more important, and that is what Bill Ryder was talking about yesterday with us. LeBron made this bet in Cleveland, and it paid off with a championship. And ultimately, I've always said, whatever happens, as long as you get the ring, everything else is validated. So I always didn't like trading away Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love, because I would have loved to see Andrew Wiggins extend the window for LeBron James as he got better and better as a young player, and I think could be a tremendous secondary scorer for LeBron. LeBron said, I want to win now. LeBron wanted Timothy Mozgov. They got him. LeBron and Tristan Thompson are boys. Tristan Thompson got a ton of money. You know, they've traded away draft picks. LeBron has built this team. He wanted J.R. Smith. He wanted Iman Shumpert. And they got all those guys. And they've gone to 3 straight finals. They've been the best team of the Eastern Conference. And you know what? If the Warriors don't sign Kevin Durant, maybe this is the modern dynasty. Because had Kevin Love and Kyrie stayed healthy in year 1, maybe they win that one over the Warriors. They won last year's over the Warriors, and maybe they win this one over the Warriors. But right now, this Cavaliers team feels like it has topped out, because how are you going to acquire Paul George? What do you have to give to the Pacers to acquire Paul George? Kevin Love? Why do the Pacers want Kevin Love over Paul George? What are you going to do? You're going to try to bring in what superstar? I mean, is it possible there's some tinkering? Yes, it's always possible, because LeBron and that salary cap are both flexible situations. LeBron has his fingers in everything. The salary cap went up, and maybe Dwayne Wade ring chasing says, you know what, I'm going back with LeBron. Maybe there's another guy that says, I want a late ring in my career, I'm going there. And it's better than what they have. But I think there is an inherent problem, is that the Cavaliers don't have much flexibility, and they're this far away from the Warriors. And so I don't think that LeBron is going to leave Cleveland. There's that report out there that he could think about going to Los Angeles to build a super team out there. Look, at this point in LeBron's career, I don't think that after all of the goodwill he's built up in Cleveland and what he did and delivering a championship, I don't think suddenly he's going to leave it all behind again and then shoot over to Los Angeles to then try to battle the Warriors in the Western playoffs. I mean, I think that he's always been an Eastern Conference guy. It's an easier road through the East. Look, LeBron and the Cavaliers don't have to do anything, and they'll get back to the NBA Finals next year, because whether the Celtics add Markelle Fultz and Gordon Hayward or the Washington Wizards grow up a little bit more, I just don't think there's anybody in the East that still is going to be able to topple the Cavs. The Cavs lost 1 game, and that's because they blew a 26-point lead in the entire postseason. So I think he's going to stay East because it's an easier road, obviously, to get to the NBA Finals, and he doesn't have to start over with everybody. But part of the inflexibility of this roster to get better, to challenge the Warriors, is LeBron's fault, because these are the guys that he wanted, and these are the guys that they've got locked up, and they traded away resources for. Deliver them a championship so everything is validated. You got the ring, you hung the banner, but it's going to be real hard from here on out to try to do anything to match what the Warriors have.